Every single 8 and 9 figure e-commerce brand I talk to is making the same strategic shift. They're building dedicated in-house teams focused exclusively on creating new winning ads. In this video, I'm gonna break down for you the 3 critical reasons why you should be thinking about doing the same. Look, after building over 40 in-house creative teams and creating ads for hundreds of millions of dollars in ad spend over the last 3 years, I've seen firsthand how this approach is becoming the defining factor between brands that scale and brands that stagnate. And in 2025, this is no longer an option. This is essential for survival. Let me share a quick story. A relatively big brand we work with used to get ads from 2 different agencies simultaneously, which is pretty common. They were good agencies delivering good ad creatives, but month after month, they kept hitting the same roadblock. And their competitors were moving faster, were testing more concepts, and they were finding more winners. Then they made the switch that we're going to talk about today. And 6 months after building their own in-house creative team, after kind of a harsh beginning, they weren't only able to match their competitors, but they were finding 3 times more winning ads than both agencies combined. Hear me out. Of the cost per winner. Now, let's dive into the first critical reason why brands are building in-house teams: cost efficiency. Nothing, and I mean nothing, beats a well-managed in-house creative department when it comes to cost per winner. This is the game-changing metric that's revolutionizing how brands think about ad creation. And I'll break it down for you. Most e-commerce owners focus on cost per acquisition, CPA. And that's a very good metric to assess how well your ads are performing. If your CPA is lower than your target CPA, then you're running ads profitably. Long story short. However, at 99ads, we try to take this further. And not only do we monitor the CPA, but we also track the cost per winner, CPW. So how much did our client pay to get their winners for this month? Let's say after testing all the ads we delivered, they got 15 winning ads and they paid us $7,000. Then the CPW for the month is $7,000 divided by 15, which results in $437.50 per winner. Not too bad, and it's actually pretty good if you consider that everything they did was just receiving the ads and launching them. That being said, when we analyzed the performance of the in-house teams we built for our licensing partners, we found something fascinating. An average in-house team following our proven system can produce 3 to 5 times more ads per week compared to what they would get from an agency. And we're not talking about rushed, low-quality ads. We're talking about professionally crafted concepts that are ready to be tested. And here's what's even more interesting. It's not just about the overall ads volume. The CPW drops dramatically. Most brands we work with cut their cost per winner in half within the first 6 months of building their in-house team. Some have even managed to reduce it by 70% while increasing their output of winners. One of our clients, for example, in the skincare space, made this exact transition, and they were working with a top-tier agency, but they couldn't scale past a certain point. Within 3 months of building their in-house team, they were producing 5 times more winners than they got from the agency at 1/3 of the cost. Now, let's talk about the second massive advantage of having a team that lives and breathes your brand 24/7. This is where things get really, really interesting. When you work with an agency, even a great one like 99ads, there's always going to be some disconnect. Each team juggles multiple brands, which has its advantages. We can spot trends across industries, we know what's working in different markets, but there's something magical, something that you can't really point your finger at about having a team that's completely immersed in your brand. And think about the iteration cycle. At 99ads, we're one of the fastest agencies out there. We deliver new ads weekly. Most agencies are on a 2-week or even a monthly schedule. But with an in-house team, you can test new concepts daily if you want to, and you see something working, boom, you can have variations ready to test literally the next day. I remember one client who told me building the creative department was the easy part. Running it nearly broke us. And this is where most people get stuck. They hire great talent, but they don't have systems to make everything work together. 3 months of missed deadlines and internal chaos later, they're ready to give up and go back to the agency. But here's the third big advantage of building an in-house creative team. And this is something that most people don't realize. The best performing brands don't choose between in-house and agency. They use both. It's like having a championship sports team. Your in-house team is the regular starting lineup. They know your plays, they work together every day, they're consistent. The agency is like bringing in a star player from another team. They bring fresh perspective, different techniques, new ideas. Just to give you an example and make this more practical, one of our supplement clients mastered this approach perfectly. Every Monday, their in-house team looks at our agency's best performing ads from the previous week. They have an internal meeting analyzing why they worked, and then they try to beat them. Meanwhile, as an agency, we see their winners and we try to top them. In just 1 year, this competitive dynamic helped them nearly double their revenue. And here's what's critical. Most people just miss this completely. The real magic isn't just in the competition, it's in the knowledge transfer. Every time we find a new winning angle, their in-house team learns. Every time they crack a new audience, we learn. It creates this incredible flywheel effect where everyone keeps getting better and the brand keeps making more money. Let me give you another example. Last month, we found a winning angle focusing on a very specific pain point. Their in-house team saw it working, then created 9 variations targeting a similar pain that we hadn't thought of. 3 of those variations ended up performing even better than our original ad. Then we took those winning elements and created our own variations, and within 3 weeks, we had a whole new set of winning ads all building on each other. Now, here's the thing. This kind of success doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of implementing a proven system, one that we spent years refining. And the best part is that we've documented every step of the process so you can replicate it for your brand. In our 71-page case study, we break it all down for you. How to build these systems, hire the right team members, create winning variation frameworks, and even set up the perfect collaboration between your in-house team and external agencies. If you're running an e-commerce store doing over $1 million a year in revenue, building your own in-house creative team isn't just an option anymore. It's becoming essential to stay competitive. And yes, I get it. Figuring this out on your own takes time, and in e-commerce, time is money. Every day you spend trying to piece this together is another day of losing clients to your competitors. So go in the description box below to get instant access to the case study and start building your in-house creative team the right way. I promise you, this can literally change the trajectory of your business. Then if you want to learn more about how we multiply winning ads using our variations framework, how we literally turn one winner into multiple winners, I shot an entire video breaking down our entire system. You'll find it here, somewhere here on the screen. Click that and I'll see you there.